So we open with everybody arguing on the yacht still. And Chrissy's saying, well, if you think that I'm a hindrance, and Samaya said, well, he liked the music first, so clearly it was you who got me off the track. And Chrissy's saying, oh, he didn't do it, the song, because it's not on the level. All I know is what I heard. What do your ears matter? You are not an industry person. You're not even a working person. Oh my goodness, she's saying at Jim's point in his career, he can't go back. I'm not gonna let him bump his head. Really? You let him get your house foreclosed while you were trying to run Lady Millionaire. So Chrissy and Olivia go out to the front of the boat, and Olivia says, well, you know, her manager was dissing Jim Jones because he only makes $10,000 a gig. Now, the manager looks like he's never seen $10,000, so he should button his lip. Aha! Nobody cares about him. Jewels is the hottest one in the group. And, I mean, I don't know what Jewels has been doing other than prison. Prison. Oh, and he got foreclosed on as well. That's true. Dipset does everything together. From success to foreclose. Chrissy was actually mature and said, well, what he has to say is irrelevant. Look at his client. So now Emily and Chrissy are together, and Emily says it wasn't a setup. But it was, Heifer. Oh, goodness. So now they're going to tell Jim. And Jim's going to confront the manager. So now Jim come in, and I'm sorry, I ain't going to let a crackhead like Jim Jones ever punk me or check me. Oh my God, you think the comments you made are conducive to you walking around in a comfortable manner? Boy, if you don't shut your Jersey living ass up, please. You can't even keep yourself in a house. And you gonna act like you gonna do something to somebody. Maurice, you got punked by a crackhead. That's like getting teabagged by a coffee pot. Oh God, now we got rich dollars. They're like, you can't call Chrissy trifling. Chrissy is trifling. What career has that woman had in 50 years? All she's done is lay up and live off him. She couldn't even finish anger management. And she thinks she deserves all this respect when she's added nothing to the world. Oh my God, Diabetic Dollar's gonna say, Chrissy takes her man serious. Oh, well, he don't take her serious. So Samaya didn't have Maurice's back and he upset about it. I will say he had your back when you was going off on Chrissy. Then it was time for you to have his back and be like, look, he ain't say nothing. This is women's stuff. I don't know why you're over here. Get out of it. And you could have stepped up because they ain't gonna hit no woman. Child, Maurice is like, look, I almost got my ass whooped. I'm out. Oh, God, now she gonna start crying. So now Samaya's calling her ex-boyfriend. Her boyfriend actually cute. And he gives me a little bit of a sissy too. He gives me a leotard. A leotard. That's a top and a bottom. A leotard. Oh, he went to Zales and then ran by Tiffany's and picked up a bag and gave her a little cross. Oh, she's gonna have her ex on the record. Well, I mean, better than Jim Jones, because I only know 2 Jim Jones songs. Oh, this is when they actually played music. We're getting a full verse. From a full verse. All right, episode 5 of Love and Hip Hop. So we open with Emily going to the studio with K-Mac. Oh, it's Mashonda. I was like, who the heck is this? My goodness, to have your husband leave you for a lesbian. I guess your pegging just wasn't as good as it needed to be. You know, Leisha's been doing strap-ons for years. Heifer, how you gonna say, oh, I try to stay away from the tabloids when you literally have 3 right in front of you that you brought for this scene? Oh my goodness. This is back when Fab was cheating on Emily with Adrian Bylon. Emily, you know you're always like, you're the at-home puss. It's like, if he wants a leftover or to eat at home, like, you know, that's what you are. Like me, he likes to go out on the town and sample. And he has McDonald's money, so he's like, I can go out to eat. Literally. But she said her and Adrian are good friends. Long before the real. Oh, girl. You got hanging shoe racks. Hanging shoe racks? I mean, that's great, but you a rapper's girlfriend. They supposed to be some high-end shoes and you putting them in some $10 plastic hanging shoe racks? You ain't, well, that's right, because Jim Jones is broke and worthless. Oh, God, Emily writes poetry. Well, it didn't go nowhere. You don't look like you can read. You don't sound literate. Oh, God, now you're embarrassed. Then why'd you tell us you wrote poetry if you didn't want to share it with us? I mean, we don't want to hear it. Lord have mercy. This high school horny shit. Oh, my God, I was right. You still don't sound literate. She said, I'm a lady in the streets, but a freak in the bed. You are no lady. You may be a woman, but you're no lady. Well, I mean, I guess you're, well, no, you're unmarried. Still, a decade later. A decade without progress. Oh, Jesus. Olivia, she loves doing music for what? All you're in here doing is wasting valuable studio time. Somebody with talent could have been in there. Something actually could have been created. You just wasted space. Oh, God, this December, girl, this is a throwaway track. This is a random album cut that it's like, well, we need to throw another song on there, so what the hell? Girl, I thought you wrote this crap yourself. It's so elementary. And we got Rich in here bobbing his head in the same Burberry shirt he wearing today. Ooh, oh, you said you, ooh, that vocal strain. She's no Beyonce. She's Olivia. That's why we only had one Olivia. Ha! Rich is like, we gotta start back at the drawing board. Don't nobody know you from Adam's House Cat. So you were in Europe touring for 3 years. You must have made something. But that's why you never came out with your album, because you couldn't promote it here because you was on tour over there. And really, you were a glorified backup singer. I mean, you are the literal version of doo-wop pop pop. So she had to deal with J Records and G Unit and couldn't make it happen. We're going to show people what she's all about. Oh yeah, we're going to do that all right. You're going to show failure. Lack of sales. She said she would kill herself if she couldn't sing. Well, I'm glad you backed up off that. She says, I don't feel like people believe in me. They don't, and for good reason. They just didn't see it in you, because you don't have it. Grace in the chat said, I loved Olivia's solo album when I was in middle school. And that's the level. That's the level. So now we're at Mashonda's vacant mansion with Emily. Boy, that house is true squalor. Will y'all live in there? Oh, Mashonda, these bangs got you looking like a true first wife. Then again, Alicia has them fucked up bangs too, so I don't know why I left. You're both plain Janes. I mean, Mashonda ain't ugly, but there's like, I don't look at her and I think Star's wife. Like, this cheap wig ain't helping. Mashonda says, it can all be taken away at any moment. Not if you get your own. Or at least siphon. Shitty nostrils siphoned. You should have been siphoning. But now Emily meet up with Samaya and talk about the yacht. So Samaya wants to know, how did Jim know where we were? So she realized it was Olivia who texted the Addy. So she wants everybody to get together for happy hour. Oh God, now we've got another version of the vagina monologues. I mean, I guess they've got lips, so there's a lot to say. All these girls is in Emily's relationship with Fab. If she's comfortable being a secret girlfriend for 8 years, let her idiot on. Her idiot ain't messing up your life. It's not costing you any money. Let her idiot on. But child, we trying to give her a voice so she can stand up to Fab, which doesn't happen. Oh, that little C-spot run-ass poem. Child, so Samaya there, she done already had a beer and is pissed, and the girls walk up. Well, listen to me, girls. The heifers walk up, because, I mean, they almost auntie age. There's nothing girlish about them, or ladylike. They like, God, you already got the stank face on? We can't even sit down? I turn around, I'm like, I don't want to deal with this heifer. She always got a frown on. Ha ha! Samaya said, Olivia, you hyped this one up and started saying what had happened. And you were egging it on. Olivia's rolling her eyes because she can't afford to keep them straight, dear. Sierra, you wasn't gonna punch shit. You won't bust a grape, and Samaya would whomp you. I'd love to see it. So Liv and Chrissy just walk off. Olivia called Samaya a pigeon, but what kind of bird are you? A gull? You know what? No, you're a tiny little thing. I would call you a swallow. A common swallow. I kind of gotta agree with Olivia. Like, none of y'all is really getting along, so why do you keep thrusting her upon them? And then when things go left, you should have been, well, I mean, she was the one stank, so I could see you having a reason to walk off with them. So Olivia says she's done with the both of them. Chewbacca's 1 and 2. And, I mean, they do have those bad bangs. And worse eyebrows. All right, well, that was the shit. I'm gonna see you soon for something.